We just held the 10th edition of the Baltic Sea Youth Dialogue, which is an activity that gives youth from around the Baltic Sea region the opportunity to meet in one place and discuss topics of common concern. This year's dialogue was held on the topic of building cooperative, democratic and resilient regions. With resilience being a crucial topic across the region, it is important that the region's young people come together and are in dialogue about resilience and therefore a secure region. Having just celebrated the 10th anniversary of the Baltic Sea Youth Dialogue, it shows that dialogue with and among youth is wanted from both sides, young people and stakeholders across the region. I'd say it's not only wanted, but needed, because young people have the chance and need the chance to form their own future and give input to the decisions made today.
We can connect each other over all countries in the Baltic Sea region to meet new people who you would never meet in other situations in life, and to get perspectives from all over the Baltic Sea region and opinions on topics and different views.
Youth participation is getting expertise and knowledge about the domain that we are most interested in, and it feels like that we have the opportunity to shape the policies of those in power now, because they are the ones who are deciding the future, the tomorrow, and it is necessary and vital that we have our saying there as well. So it's very important to make ourselves heard and take any opportunity to do so.
The first way around that I can be present in the, let's say, official meetings, in the official decision-making process. But in the other way around, for me, it's very important to represent the youth in a way that I can represent the decision-making process to the youth, so that I make it transparent what we are doing there and also show them how their voice can have an impact.
Youth engagement in the Baltic Sea region is especially important because when we founded a lot of institutions, there was a clear challenge. There was the challenge of integrating a lot of our countries into the EU. By now, a lot of these institutions and also frameworks are working on different topics, and it's now very important to align them, to bring them together again, to really work on a common agenda. And young people and also the youth participation we do in the CBSS very much aligns a lot of formats, and that's the power of youth, that's the strength of young people in the region.
I would like us to have more decision-making power, so it's not only at the level of conversations, nice conversations with ministers or governmental officials, but actual maybe policy-making proposals that can be taken into considerations and then shaped in the legislative power and actually applied. So I would like us to have more involvement at a higher level rather than just discussions.
youth involvement is important, but I as user representative should also cover that not only the youth is living in the Baltic Sea area, so we are only representing part of the society, and we should be present with this part, so not 100%, only with the part we are really representing the society.
Sometimes it can feel that we are banging in the officials' doors and they are not always that open to listen. So I would like those doors to be more open for our opinions and our input, so that again we can get more involved into the policy making and decide our future together with those in the power.
And in future, I think it is very important to be more present in the official councils. So for now, it is good that we now have a lot of youth councils, but my wish would be to be present in the real official councils and make also a vote in this council. So because for now we are invited to maybe have a short speech, but we cannot vote. And I think it would be important not only to have different regions representing in the council, it would be also helpful to have different generations maybe be present in the council.
Young people are still mostly underrepresented, and there is often not the will maybe to integrate young people on the level that it should be, because they really are a resource also for political formats, for institutions. They bring in new ideas and they ensure that any decision taken today will also be followed up in the future, which is quite crucial. Hence, I think there could be more youth participation in many formats, and we're working on that, of course.
It's important, if we want to be heard by the politicians, it's important to play the same game and be as professional as possible. So I know most of us are studying or in school, so for us it's not a full-time job, but we have to try to be professional, and sometimes we have to do the compromise and play the game which we maybe don't want to play, but it's important to be heard and to influence the decision-making process.
Definitely engage, because the democracies in our region really need you. We need to be there, we need to make our visions, our voices heard, and I think it's also very, very crucial to not get frustrated if it doesn't work out the first time, but very much learn that patience and stay engaged.
I have a message for both my fellow youngsters and the politicians: never give up to make yourself heard, always fight for your rights, always fight for your future, and always make your voices heard, even though it sometimes seems that it's tough and it's a dead end. You can never and you should never stop taking your future into your hands.